Right, so hi, today I'm going to present you a local desktop application that I've been working on since, yeah, I don't actually even remember when I have started working on it, and it's been in my garage a long time. So probably the best thing to know about me and how the app was born is that I'm a Android developer. Um, and my company that I'm working on in um, uh, uses JIRA to track work and manage projects. So we do this quite accurately, and I didn't really find JIRA tools are enough for me to do this, and creating work logs and tracking my work with Jira tickets was really cumbersome. So that's how I've created this app, just to do its basic work that I wouldn't really have to think about it. So after some time that I've been using it, someone saw me using it and they asked them to use it. I've shared the application. They found it useful. Uh, Things got uh, weird. And now I'm sitting here creating a video around it that I normally don't really do. And I'm pretty sure the presentation is going to be all over the place. But I really do hope that you find it useful. Um, and yeah, here we go. Okay, so first of all, what is this? So it's a basic desktop application that you install it on your computer, you launch it, and it sits there in your toolbar, right? Um, and what it does is focuses on your day. You create work logs, and its job is to move those work logs and synchronize back to Jira. So, for instance, I have Jira on my right and the application on my left, right? So its job is to move these newly created work logs back to Jira and vice versa. So for example, I have a Jira ticket WT106, right? And here's a new ticket, right? Let's add a comment, new ticket. And let's bind the ticket name to it. We save it, we synchronize the application, and it synchronizes back to Jira. So here's the work log that we have created. This actually works vice versa as well. So let's delete this work log, and it should delete this work log on the local application. So this is the basic idea what the desktop app really does. Now you are probably asking, why do we actually need this at all? From my perspective, Jira's main functionality is more focused on project management rather than uh, regular people using tickets and logging their work day-to-day basis. So for instance, if I would need to log my work on the ticket itself, right, I would need to go here, press log work, and I would actually need to know how much time I have spent on the ticket itself. It has a bit more extended functionality, but I need to know some things before that I need to proceed with my work. So we can't log this accurately. So this is how the basic functionality was born uh, of the app itself. Right. So beside the convenience of the app, there are other benefits as well. One of the key benefits there as well is accuracy of the work logs. Um, so keeping your work logs accurate is really a great tool for the project manager to have whenever they're dealing with a client. So how do we actually keep our work logs accurate? So the main thing is that there are no work logs that really do not make any sense. So for instance, we have a work log that would be at the same time as another work log. It doesn't, it actually happens and it doesn't really make any sense. But if these situations would occur, it would really break how the ticket is calculated. Another example would be if you would start creating work logs at some weird time. So for instance, if I would start my work at 1 a.m. and I would finish it at like 3:30. It does happen sometimes, but it doesn't happen really often. So these things like these, if you are tracking your tickets accurately, it really puts off the client that something's off. So this really solves the problem for these kind of situations. There are other not so crucial benefits to the app itself, and I'm going to run through the uh, let's say functionality a bit, and that you can find in the app and you may find it useful. So first and foremost is probably because this is a desktop application and it sits on your computer, you don't have to look for your browser and find the tab to log your work, right? You can Alt tab it to find it, and it's always by your hand. So this is the main benefit for me, as I'm really keen on using various shortcuts on my computer. Uh, yeah, the app has shortcuts inside the app, so most of the functionality can be used by using keyboard. I won't expand on it. I'm looking hopeful to create a more expansive video how to use the app in more depth, but this is not probably the right place to do it. The app works offline. It's probably weird to say this in this time and age, but you don't really have to connect the app to the internet. You can create the work logs. It always sits on your computer, and whenever it has internet, has anything with your account, it syncs back to JIRA. So you don't really have to worry about that you will lose any kind of information. You can use different views to see your calendar and the work logs. I'm not sure if that is too useful, but yeah, there's an option there right now. There is really a various ways that you can edit your work logs. You can split your work log into two if you think that you need it. You can delete work logs. You can clone them. So yeah, you can actually move them through the whole week if you find it that you need it. You can scale it as well, or use other tools at your disposal to tune your work logs a bit more accurately. And probably the second part that is most important is whenever you're logging new work logs is probably finding the right ticket that you need to log to. So the fastest way to log your work into a specific ticket, ticket one, for instance, you just need to paste in the link in here and it would bind it. This is like a small hint that it has found the ticket, and it would synchronize it properly to that work log. Sometimes you don't have the ticket open like I do here right now. And the other ways how to do it is to use the expansive search. So this shows you all the related tickets to you. You can find a filter here. You can filter it by the project. You can look for any kind of ticket name, code review, for instance. It does accept small mistakes, but it finds what you're looking for in a sense. If you find this list too expansive, there's a filter here as well. So you don't have to really worry about tickets that are closed or are already resolved, right? So you need only the most important tickets here. If you run into a situation like someone else is assigned to a ticket and it wouldn't show you in the list, you can always watch a ticket, and in the filter includes all the watching tickets. Yeah. What else? Oh, and if you are working on a one ticket in particular, for instance, as an example, I'm working on WT106, and I still have a work log that I need to log to. If you would click on this field, there's a list of recently used tickets. So there's an option to use that as well. So anyway, that probably wraps up all the things that are related to the app. As it as the app is really was designed to be a tool for me and developed by me, so I am probably the only one who actually knows all the ins and outs of the app, and most of the hidden stuff are really closed from everyone else. So that is the main reason why I'm making these kind of videos and blog posts around it. So I really do hope these are somewhat useful to anyone, and I hope this will be useful for you too. So yeah, cheers.